Protests in Nepal. In the last few days, the country has been shaken by what many are already calling the Gen Z revolution. Mass demonstrations erupted across the streets, forcing a political crisis and even the resignation of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli. But revolutions don't appear from nowhere. What was the trigger? Why did the moment turn into an explosion? And what does it mean for Nepal's future? I want to share my own thoughts, not as historical or political scientist, but as an observer who sees the deeper reasons behind this is happening. To me, these protests are not just about one event. They are the result of long accumulated problems. Corruption has been eating away at the system for years, while poverty has left families struggling for survival. These issues have been there all along, but the decision to block social media became the breaking point. It was like striking a match above a barrel of gunpowder. Everything was already in place, and it only needed one spark to ignite. And once that spark has lit, people had no choice but to act. For many, social media is more than entertainment. It's a way to speak out, to connect, to organize. Blocking is felt like an attempt to silence people completely. That's why it provoked such a strong reaction. Emotions do I feel when I look at these protests? Honestly, pride. Pride for the people who found the courage to step out, to make their voices heard in such a decisive way. Because let's be real, power in Nepal has ignored people's needs for a long time. Without bold action, nothing would change. So yes, I feel proud that ordinary citizens, especially the young, had the bravery to confront the system openly. Some have tried to compare what's happening in Nepal to events in Sri Lanka or other revolutions around the world. Personally, I won't make those comparisons. I don't know enough about Sri Lanka to draw parallels, but I do know one thing. Revolutions everywhere follow a similar logic. When corruption is high, when poverty is unbearable, when people's voices are silenced, eventually something triggers a reaction. Sometimes it's rising prices, sometimes it's restrictions. This time it was blocking social media. The details change, but the principle stays the same. When people are not heard, they will take to the streets. Looking ahead, I actually believe there is a chance for real reforms. Already, several officials have resigned, including the Prime Minister, and still the protests go on. That persistence shows something important. People are not satisfied with symbolic gestures. They want genuine change, and they are determined to keep pushing until they achieve it. For me, this isn't about generation. It's not just young people rebelling. The problems, corruption, poverty, inequality, affect everyone. Yes, the youth may appear more visible, maybe more daring, more ready to face risks, but the frustration runs through the whole society. This is not a generational conflict. It's a fight for justice. And that is the word that resonates most with me, justice. These protests are not about creating chaos. They are about demanding fairness, dignity, and accountability. They are about breaking a cycle where leaders take as citizens suffer. So, to sum it up, what we're witnessing in Nepal is not random. It's the result of years of frustration triggered by one decision that people could no longer tolerate. The fire that started is now pushing for real change. And I believe that change is possible because the people are no longer willing to accept less. This is why, despite the challenges, I remain hopeful.